What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here and welcome back to episode number 21 of our cleanup crew scenario. First and foremost, wanted to apologize for the lack of uploads for this week and actually previous week as well. Believe it or not, my daytime job has kept me quite busy. I can honestly say that I'm working about 12 to 13 hours per day, Monday through Friday, and then sometimes even on a Saturday or a Sunday. But in any case, we are back. I'm sure you guys noticed by now we have a new area, or by the thumbnail. And that new area is in this area right over here. So I did some terraforming and kind of turned this area into something from nothing. Did a little bit of a decor up here, which I think turned out really nicely. And I've also spent about $2 million terraforming. So here we are now. I've made a couple of road connections. So we have a road connection right here. We also have a road connection over here. And then lastly, we're gonna have a road connection going up this mountain over here. So not sure if you guys are familiar with the Pikes Peak Raceway in Colorado here, but we have a Pikes Peak Raceway. And it kind of looks something like this, going down a mountain. So obviously not the exact replica of it, but it kind of reminds me of that, the windy road going up the mountain. Not sure if there's going to be a road connection down this way. However, the idea that I have for this area up here is the Natural Reserve Park. So we may not get to it this episode, we may get to it on a different episode, but that's kind of what I'm thinking we're going to put up here in this area. So there you have it. You are all caught up now on everything that has gone on in... Oh, wait, I lied. I did some tree decorating. So I went ahead and I placed trees all alongside the lake that we have going on here in between the buildings here, which actually turned out really nice. I didn't think that it would. I went ahead and I came all the way down this way, even in the amusement park and all around it, down this way as well. And I even went and filled in all the blanks up here with some more trees, except for over here. So now you are all caught up. Let's begin the episode. So we have 1.8 million in the bank. We have 34,000 coming in weekly. We have a pretty large demand for commercial. And then we also have a decent sized demand for residential. And zero demand for jobs, which carries over last episode's problem with farming and forestry not doing so great. So needless to say, we are not going to be zoning a whole lot of jobs anytime soon. What we are going to do though is we're going to fill this area in right here with high density residential. Now, I'm pretty sure, actually, no, I'm not. This district is going to need to be extended all the way down here, so we can carry on the European residential buildings, or the European buildings height, per se. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to zone a whole lot of residential right alongside, not alongside, but on the inside, right over here, because we need to bring in more people into the city, satisfy that demand, and that's also going to fix our farming and forestry. and then it's going to create a bigger demand for jobs, which I am a-okay with. Do some smaller shops over here on the inside. I think that should be just okay. I will go ahead and put the game on 3 speed, and we'll let this area come in, and we'll come back and we'll see what it looks like. So up here, I'm actually kind of excited to get to this area up here. In the center, what we're going to have is we're going to have the IT cluster. So right in the center over here. And then alongside over here, we can either have high density commercial, which I don't think we have a whole lot of in this city just yet. And we can also have some high density regular residential. So that's kind of what's going to be in here. Maybe, just maybe alongside the actual avenue, we can have green high density residential. Self-sufficient buildings is what they're actually called. So let's go ahead and I'm not going to zone the IT cluster in here because we don't have the demand for it just yet. I am going to make it a district. And then over here, what we're going to do is we're going to zone high density there. We're going to zone high density there. We are going to need some services. So let's take care of that while we're here. And look at that, a hospital I think would fit really nicely. I'm going to put it on the smaller avenue there. Let's also provide a crematorium. And we're going to have that right there. We are going to need a police department. Let's use one of these police departments. Let's put in a fire department up here as well. And for that one, we're actually going to use this one. And then what are we missing up here? We're actually not missing anything at this time. Power. We do have to transfer power. And let's, not a power line, a temporary power line, of course, to there. And then I think that's going to be good enough for now. So our residential demand is gone or barely there. Our commercial demand is disappearing also. And what I am not liking is all of these trucks using this avenue over here to travel through. So in the future, once we have this area finished up, we're going to go ahead and make it a district, a big old district. And we're going to enable the Old Town policy, which is going to prevent these guys from doing exactly what they're doing right now. And this area came in just okay. All right, we're going to finish that off there. Let's go ahead and check on services here. So looks like we don't have a crematorium for quite a while. Let's put one. We'll put one right in here. And let's see, I think hospital and police and coverage up here is good. Well, not as good as I thought it was. Let's incentivize that. Let's put in a clinic right at the edge over here. Let's also put in a fire station right there, and then we also need a police station, and we'll place one right there. I think that should be just a-okay for now. Make all these folks nice and happy, get the buildings to level up, and we're all gonna be in a good place. And we'll do that there. I'm thinking this area right here might be quite nice for a park. So the big one won't fit. How about this one? Will it fit? And it will. Perfect. We'll put that one right in there. It's gonna look nice. We can also put one right over here on the edge. This way we can utilize the pathway and get it connected to the other side of the road. Something like that. I'll put a connection in through there as well. And I'm thinking over here, all we're gonna do is maybe some trees and that's it. But overall, I think we're doing just okay. We're at 62,000. Again, we need to hit 70,000 to unlock that new tile. And I think that new tile is going to be this tile up here. And then the next one is going to be this one over here. And then we can kind of complete the whole city. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to, of course, zone some more residential over here, is so we can get more people in here. And let's see if this is going to help us transfer power from side to side. And then I think I mentioned before too, but over here we're going to get like a city park. Just not sure exactly where I want to put the main entrance yet. I'm actually thinking about maybe moving this plaza and putting it over here and connecting a pathway from the main avenue into the area. That could work. But I think these trees are really nice. They really complement the buildings, and like especially right here, it just looks, to me at least, it looks really nice. They fill in the area very well. I think this might be my new favorite tree, as long as it's not catching on fire. If it catches on fire, it's not my favorite tree anymore. And that's a lot of people coming out of that metro station. We have a couple alongside of this road. I think there's one. Yeah, there's one right over here. Yeah, there's a bunch of folks using that one as well. And then we have one over here, which I don't think is as popular. Yep, not as many folks there. And then I think this one, where is it? This one over here is going to be one of the more popular ones as well. Yeah, look at all these folks going in there. And look at that. That commercial demand is back, so let's satisfy it. So we'll do that and wait for the buildings to pop up. You know what? Instead of making this central square over here the IT cluster, we're gonna make it tourism. We don't have tourism in the city just yet, but we do now. Now the tourism buildings are nice and tall as well. You guys will see when these come in and some of these other commercial buildings actually level up to level 5 or 3 or whatever it is, they're gonna complement each other really well. So we'll wait for them to come in. I'm gonna give my neck a break, and I'll be back in a moment. And here we have some hotels popping up. They're looking pretty good. One thing that I forgot to do before I went into the The cut is, I forgot to take off the, let's see which one. Oh, the IT cluster specialization over here. So I'm not even sure if those two would work together or not. We haven't had any demand for industry or jobs just yet. But I'm not sure if those two would work together or not. I think that might be something that I give a try in the future. But our residential demand is back, so let's go ahead and we'll satisfy that demand to help us get to 70,000 population. We're currently on the road to 70,000 population, believe it or not. That is my next goal. And then shortly after that, we're going to need to be at 75,000 to go ahead and complete the very last objective in this particular scenario that we're playing. So I do want to check on health, make sure that we're still good, and we're actually just at 85%. So let's go ahead and we're going to provide some more of these health facilities. So let's put in an additional sports hall and gymnasium. We're going to put that guy right over here in the corner. That's going to help us with health. Up here, we can put one up here too. Why not? I kind of like these buildings. They look pretty nice. Medical lab, cryopreservatory. We can put one of them over here as well. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we'll have one there. Why not? Medical helicopter depot. I don't think we're gonna mess with that for the time being. How about a yoga garden? We can put a yoga garden. How about over here? I think it would look good. And actually, I kind of want to put a couple more of these just kind of scattered around. So let's put one over here on the edge, because we don't have a whole lot of these placed in the city. Let's put one over here next to the plaza. We'll put one right up here next to the roundabout. I do want one somewhere over here in this area. So here we go. We can put one right here. And will it fit up here? All right on the corner? Yes, it will. And there we go. Oh, and the park is doing good. Let's take a look and see how many visitors we have in here. There we go. We're currently losing money on it. However, we do have 16,000, a little bit over 16,000 visitors, and I think that number is going to increase by a whole lot as soon as we get the rest of these folks moving into the city. So this area over here is pretty much fully built. There's only a couple more residential buildings coming in, and then we're gonna have to look for more place to zone more residential. So hopefully, as these buildings level up, we're gonna see that population increase. I'm gonna cover up this area in my newly favorite trees. So we'll just do something like this. By the way, since Green Cities came out, not sure if you guys knew or read up on it or not, trees help reduce noise pollution. So in areas like this where we have commercial and then we have residential, it's a good idea to place some trees to kind of reduce that noise pollution. And I think there was a blank area up here. Yeah, this one over here that didn't have any trees previously, and now it does. So there we go. I'm pretty happy with that myself. Again, it really makes the area come together. Not a whole lot of traffic, I think. Oh, check it out. We're gonna need more electricity. So let's come over here. I'm gonna put the game on pause real quick. There we go. Let's go out. Actually, let's flatten this area out just a little bit more so everything looks kind of nice and uniform. So we'll do that right there. We're gonna extend this road out 2 blocks. And there we go. We're going to do something like that for the time being. Let's put in a nice curve here. Actually, let's bring this road down first, and then we're going to put in a nice curve. There we go, something like that. Let's put in another one of these solar updraft towers to help with power. There we go. Water, we're doing okay. Actually, we can use some more of the sewage. Outflow. So let's put 1, 2, and 3 more. Let's pipe them up. There we go. And then as far as water goes, we can add a couple more of the water towers, and we have our water towers up here. So we'll add 4 of these guys that'll kind of complete the road that we have going on there. And we are now good on water and power. How about garbage? Garbage, we're good. We're not using any landfills because they pollute. And these poor folks over here are suffering yet again. Well, we're just gonna have to zone some more folks to come in and help with that. Are we having another death wave? I swear to you, every episode we have we have a death wave and a fire is what it appears. And oh my god, look at all the traffic that's been caused by the fire trucks and maybe the fire. Maybe all of these folks are a bunch of rubberneckers. And they just want to drive around and check out the fire itself. Look at these guys turning around in the median. Look at that. That's not allowed. What are you doing, guy? Or gal? He could have ran over some of these nice pedestrian folks walking in the median here. Well, this one may or may not be pretty fatal, depending on if it expands out into more of these buildings. Hopefully, all of these guys evacuated already. We have 20, 30. We have about 50 people living in this building over here. No fire truck has showed up yet to put the fire out. Oh well. Well, the fire is out, but I think that death wave is definitely happening. Definitely happening. Look at all these dead body icons over here. I just want to make sure again that we do have enough crematorium coverage up here. So we have one here. We have one here. I'm actually going to place a couple more up here in this area, simply because this is a very dense area. So when we do have a death wave come through here, we need a whole lot of hearses to go and get all of the dead bodies collected, is what I meant to say. So we have 2 there. I think we're good. I think we're good. So currently in the city, we have 282 dead bodies. 290. 286. Is it going to go over 300? Can I get a 300? Can I get a 300? Going once. There we go. I'm going twice. 300 deceased we just had. I think it's about time to go ahead and call it an episode before everybody in the city dies. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Let me know what you think about this area over here and what your thoughts are about putting in that national park up here. I'm thinking this may be the only road up here because I do want to see a whole bunch of cars going up and down and left and right and kind of curving around on the mountain. I think it would look really cool. But aside from that, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I will see you guys on the next episode.